it's Christiu from Christiu.com back again. This morning, the PTO Asian Open took place in Singapore for experienced amateur athletes. So it kicked off with the Duathlon in the morning, the long distance and the standard distance, followed by the experienced amateur triathlon. I took part in the standard duathlon comprising of a 4.5 km run, followed by a 32 km bike and then another 4.5 km run. Watch my video to find out how the race went for me. This is the first time the PTO Asian Open is taking place in Singapore.
The standard distance categories flag off from 5:30 onwards. My own wave flagged off at 6:25, so I had plenty of time to spare and look around to see where the start and routes were when I got to the start area. Finally, it's time for me. The run route is a very straightforward out and back route from the bayfront shops at Marina Bay towards Marina Barrage and U-turn all the way straight back. It is a very flat 4.5 kilometer route and quite easy to run. I quite enjoyed running the first leg when my legs were still fresh and there were quite a number of people who were already out and about, including some friends who were cheering me along the way. The first leg went well. I finished in just under 25 minutes.
The second part of the duathlon was the bike leg. One lap is 16 kilometers, so for the standard duathlon, we had to complete 2 laps for 32 kilometers. It was a very challenging bike route with up and down hills literally the entire way. Every single bridge, flyover or overpass around the Singapore city area seemed to have been included in the route. But I guess I managed to survive it, and fortunately it was not too hot when I completed it due to the early hour of our start. Out of all the bridges along the route, the most difficult was definitely the Benjamin Sheares Bridge owing to the sheer steepness. I was so relieved by the time I completed my second round of the bike, and it was time for me to head towards the transition area and start on my second run. At least the route is flat. Unfortunately, I didn't know how I would fare in the second run because my quads were literally burning and my butt was aching. After the bike leg, 32 kilometers of cycling, my quads were burning and my butt was aching. But there was another 4.5 km of running that stood between me and the finish. This second run leg was significantly harder than the first because I was running on very tired legs, and at the same time the sun had come out, so the heat and humidity was so much higher. But I focused one step at a time, just trying to complete the run and get to the finish line, and I survived. It felt so good to be able to finish and to finally see the finisher shoot right up ahead of me. Hi guys, I have just finished the PTO standard duathlon 4.5 km run, 30 The organizers were very generous. Every athlete was entitled to $14 worth of credits to purchase something from the food trucks on site. I went straight for the Wagyu beef burger and it did not disappoint. It was very delicious. Besides the food trucks, we could also help ourselves at the athlete welfare area to snacks such as potato chips, ice cream, isotonic drinks, water and bananas. And since it was free flow, we could take whatever we needed to replenish ourselves. I thought that this was really generous as well on the part of the organizer. We could also take an ice bath after we had finished our event. While this was tempting, I decided not to in the end because I guess I was afraid it was very cold. The temperature of the ice bath is 6 degrees Celsius, which is pretty cold to me. But I guess ice baths probably do help with recovery because there was a sizable number of people taking it. Thank you so much for watching this channel. This has been ChrisTew.com. If you enjoyed what you saw, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to ChrisTew.com. Until then, I will catch up with you in the next video. See ya and bye bye.